Hi guys, welcome back. So in this tutorial I will aim to show you some tips on how to defend better in FIFA 18. I know that defending in FIFA 18 is actually way more difficult than what it was in 17. So we need to have some tips and some ideas to go by in order to be able to defend as well as possible. So I'm gonna break this down into 10 bullet points, and I'm gonna also show you some examples on how to properly defend. Let's go. An incredibly important rule in FIFA defending, and something that you should definitely be doing, is always be marking space first and then go for individual players. This will confuse your opponents and make it much harder for them to pass or find open space for their players. Notice this example here. I'm actually using my defender to mark the intended pass instead of actually rushing towards the player that has the ball. And that's important because it makes it tougher for my opponent to actually find the proper pass. Your midfielders should be the first line of defense always. Make sure that you make your opponent's life as hard as possible by marking with your midfielders first. Use your defenders only when you have to, like for example when your opponent is attacking right outside your box. But when they actually go out of your box, whenever they are wide for example, try to mark with your midfielders again. It is super important to maintain your defensive shape. Try not to use your defenders out of their intended area of protection. Doing the opposite will only leave more space behind. Take the time and practice jockey defending. It's by far the best way of defending, and that's how pros actually defend. Jogi defending is really good because it allows you to be very versatile with your player. It also makes their body appear larger and they cover up more space on the pitch, so it's tougher for your opponent to make their next move. Another very significant benefit is that you're not really relying on pressing one button as you would do with contain and making yourself susceptible to dribbles. With jockey, you really need to be using your left trigger as well in order to move the player according to your opponent's movement. So it's really important because it keeps you alert as well. You should never rely on the contain button for proper defending. Contain, on the other hand, is meant to be used as a nice way to stay close to your opponent, but you shouldn't be using it extensively. Just use it for 1 or 2 seconds in order to get closer to your opponent and then mark as you would normally with the jockey button. Notice this example for instance where I'm actually staying close to my opponent using contain, but then I'm just marking with the L2 button as normal. Defending in FIFA 18 is way harder than 17. In order to get the hang of how to defend in FIFA 18, I would advise you to use a defensive system first. Play with 2 defensive midfielders using a system like 4-2-3-1. Your defense will be very solid, and since attacking is way easier in FIFA 18, it will still be easy for you to score. Thank you for watching guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will be making more videos about defending and attacking in FIFA 18. Thank you, bye!